Hi, my name is CJ Craig, and I'm presenting Lazy Prices by Lauren Cohen, Christopher Lemoy, and Kwok Nujian. Um, Basically, the main idea of this paper is that the length and changes to 10K report has increased over time. In 1996, the average length was around 15,000 words, and the average length in 2017 has gone all the way up to 60,000 words. This could be due to the fact of new regulations and further analysis and more availability to analysis in financial statements. The goal of this paper, or one of the goals of this paper that I'll be focusing on, is answering the question: how has the change in length and words impacted a company over time? Here's just a quick visualization of the length and words that I was previously talking about, and the textual changes in 10K reports, as you can see, just increasing over time. The paper extracted the different financial reports from the SEC's Electronic Data and Gathering Analysis Retrieval website, also known as EDGAR. The data was from 1995 to 2014. They also brought in monthly stock returns from the Center for Research and Security Prices, and then also analyst data from Institutional Brokers Estimate System. Sentiment category identifiers were brought in from Loughran and McDonald Master Dictionary. So I wouldn't say this part of the report uses different models, but it uses different measurements of similarity. Different similarity metrics that they used were cosine similarity, Jacquard similarity, which is very common in textual analysis. And then they used two others which I was not too familiar with, which was minimum edit distance. So it's counting the smallest number of operations required to transform one document into the other. So say you have hello and hello world. The operation that you need to do is add world to the first one. So that would be an example of minimum edit distance. And simple similarity, which uses the track changes in MS Word and gets the additions, deletions, and changes. And then as you can see, they have the C max minus C minus C max. And this is all comparing, for example, a document of the same company from year over year. So results from this, looking at low similarity and high similarity results, we can see that the high similarity results, they kind of have returns that kind of stay the same. But if you have a low similarity amongst your 10K report from year over year, then your returns on stock, which this graph is measuring, kind of decreases. And this is measured as abnormal returns on stock. So it's over a long period of time. So it's not just a quick withdrawal and then you make your money back. Findings. So what we learned here is that Q1 firms that were, as we can see, had low similarity. They saw negative abnormal returns. And then Q1 firms, they also found in the paper, were larger firms, meaning that the larger firms changed their 10K reports less. So the main lesson that I learned here was that changes to your financial reports is not always beneficial. 10Ks have become more complex over the years, and that there are other similarity metrics outside the cosine and Jacquard. I am aware of other measurements such as dot product and stuff like that, but I have not heard of the two others that were used in here. Some criticism was that some of the metrics were not clear. This was a very dense paper. This was just one segment of it. And there was a lot of assumption made on what metrics were known and not. They never stated how many actual documents were used, especially per company. I thought they would have at least a table on that. And then also the overall objective of the paper, I found not to be very focused, as this was just one area, but there was 4 other sections of this that almost could have been their own individual research paper. So the applicability to the project, we can use the results and the techniques from the summary results section, as those were fairly useful. They had word counts and means of words, and then also we can look into the similarity of 10K amongst different companies. So in this project, they did 10Ks amongst the same company where they compared similarity, but we might try in our project to compare the similarity amongst different companies. Thank you for your time. Here's the source.